Hey guys, welcome back into the Stochastic YouTube channel. My name is Geoff Ulrich, and in this video, we're going to be bringing you some NBA action for Friday, November 11th. And we're going to be talking about No House Advantage in this video. If you are new to No House Advantage, let me tell you how you can play over there. There's a couple different ways. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Pick'em contest. And what we're basically doing, we're creating prop-based style DFS lineups. You're given different values to each prop you pick, and then you're putting it in a lineup and playing it in a contest against other players as well. Today, we have a 15K guaranteed slam dunk contest, 5K to first up on the site. And guys, there has been overlay up on No House Advantage, so if you're new to the site, you want to check it out, it's a great time to do so. If you are new to No House Advantage, you can use promo code Stochastic there to sign up. $50 match deposit bonus when you do that. Promo code Stochastic. Easy way to get a little bit of money to play around with on the site as well. Good bankroll builder. And I mean, today we have a pretty good selection of games. So in this video, we're going to be going over the main props that we're kind of leaning towards that we like. You can build your lineups around. You can fade my advice too if you want. But we're going to try and go over some strategy in this video. And over on Stochastic.com, we do have free projections up for No House Advantage as well. So you can check those out after this video. Do me a favor quickly, smash that like button, subscribe to the Stochastic YouTube channel if you haven't done that. Really easy thing to do. Gives you, access notifications when all the great videos across all our sports here go up. So let's get to the props here because we got some games that I like to target. And again, we get a little bit of strategy involved with the Pick'em contest on No House Advantage. We're going to go over that and how this could factor in, how these picks could potentially factor in for you as well. But I'm going to start with an under here on Jamal Murray. Under Jamal Murray, 1.5 3-pointers. And there's a couple different things to do. I think most people will be looking at this Jamal Murray prop and just saying, well, it's just small. Jamal Murray's a starter. Denver's a good offense. I'm just going to take the over. But you look at Jamal Murray over his last 4 or 5 games, really hasn't done much from the three-point line. He's not really attempting many threes as well. I think his max attempts is 3. He hasn't made more than 1 3-pointer over his last 4 games either. So Jamal Murray coming in, lower usage in terms of just shooting beyond the arc. And then you've got a team, an opponent, I should say, in the Celtics who they just shut down good 3-point shooters. They're extremely good at that. They've, in terms of 3-pointers allowed, they've 7th in the NBA. So just a very good defensive team that Jamal Murray is going up against. You've got a point spread as well with the Nuggets and the Celtics. I mean, Nuggets only 4.5 underdogs, but we have a 230 total here as well. So I'm really expecting in this game, again, that Murray is going to be more of the facilitator, just trying to work it to Nikola Jokic to kind of keep this game close. I think that's probably where Denver is going to be doing most of their damage. I don't mind Jokic for a big game either. If you want to pair that with the under on Jamal Murray's threes, I think that makes sense. But really not looking for Jamal Murray to be taking a ton of threes in this spot. Probably going to leave that to Michael Porter Jr. Let's go under on Jamal Murray 3-pointers. Again, I think this is a prop where for your contest, not many people are going to be looking at it, but I do like this one. Trending towards the unders here. And then again, you got that tough matchup as well. Let's go to a different game because, again, we got a big selection here. I like looking at this Memphis Timberwolves game for some overs. You got Memphis as a 4-point favorite at home. We got a 234 total, though, so even a bigger total than we had in that Boston game. This should be a close, fast-paced game, back and forth. I like going to my guy here, Desmond Bane. He's got a 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists total. It's not, you'd say for Desmond Bane, it's a little bit big, but really in this matchup, it's not big at all. I mean, this is a player who's a great shooter from beyond the arc as well, obviously, going up against the team in the Timberwolves who, they're dead last in terms of 3-pointers allowed. So this is kind of a dream matchup for Desmond Bane. You've got a fast-paced game, still got a close point total as well. And Desmond Bane's just been playing well. I mean, he's gone over this more often than not over his last 10 games. I don't mind taking, I would rather take the combined total here as well. You look at what Bane's done. The assists have been pretty consistent, right around 4 per game. Again, Timberwolves aren't necessarily the greatest rebounding team either. So wouldn't shock me if he went over in some of those categories. Because the other thing we can do with Bane is always look to his 3-point prop. But again, you've got a 3.5 3-point prop up, and he's probably going to attempt 6 to 8 threes, maybe even 6 to 10 threes. But you get a little bit cold from beyond the arc, you get stuck at 3. I think Desmond Bane, the way he's playing, you want to take the all-around game here, especially in a game where he should be out on the court a ton. 31.5 points, rebounds, assists. We got this projected as a solid over. Let's go over that for our second pick here. And then let's go to the Toronto OKC Thunder for our last couple picks here, because this is an interesting game. Maybe it's not that interesting. I'm not exactly excited to watch the Thunder. But I think from a prop perspective, there's definitely some opportunity here, mainly with the Raptors side. Raptors coming in pretty healthy as well. They're 5-point favorites on the road here. We don't have a big point total either, so that's something to keep in mind. I think that really works into these props that I'm about to give out here. Gary Trent Jr. has a 25.5 points, rebounds, and assist prop in this game. And again, Toronto's favored here. They have the bigger implied team total, but OKC kind of a pace down spot. The Raptors as well. This isn't a game that I'd be expecting, 240 points from at all. I'd kind of be shocked if some kind of shootout broke out. And Gary Trent Jr., what we've seen from him as well, the minutes are down over his last 4 games. Toronto's got their full rotation going. He really has been pushing towards the unders most of his last few games. Over his last 4 games, the most points he's scored, pure points, is 19. He's actually scored 12 or less in 3 of his last 4 games. So not really producing bigly in any of the other categories as well, like assists or rebounds. For Gary Trent Jr. to go over this, you're going to need him probably to get hot from beyond the arc, probably to play a few more minutes than usual. And I don't really see a reason why he would with the rotation. So 25.5, we got a slower paced game on tap. A low implied team totals on both sides. I think Gary Trent Jr. at under 25.5 points, rebounds, assists, a good way to start this game. And again, for strategy purposes, I think people will look at this, say the Raptors, Gary Trent, he's going to get off against OKC, but really just not the greatest matchup, to be honest, not the greatest opponent for Gary Trent Jr., in my opinion. But we do have another prop that I like to attack. OJ Anunoby, kind of the opposite. He's still playing 35-plus minutes a night. And one thing that OKC just does probably the worst in the league is rebound. I mean, in terms of rebounds allowed, they're dead last in the NBA. What do we know about Anunoby? I mean, he's just a consistent rebounder. He's not necessarily going to get you 12 or 15 tonight, but he's definitely going to be out there. And you look at what his props and where we have him projected at, I think this is a great spot to take an over on OJ Anunoby. Again, it's a close enough point spread that we should be slotting him in for his usual 35-plus minutes here. High volume player against a poor rebounding team with a prop that really hasn't been juiced up at all on no house advantage. So a couple different ways to attack the Toronto players here. I think that the starters will be getting a decent amount of minutes, but again, it's going to be a slower pace, grinded out game. That favors going the over on the rebounds here with Anunoby, 6.5 rebounds. So that's going to be our last prop that we mentioned here. Again, just a quick recap, guys. We got Jamal Murray going under his 3-point prop, 1.5. We got Desmond Bane going over 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Again, that should be a really high-paced game. If it's not the highest point total on the slate with Minnesota and Memphis, it's one of the biggest, and I just like that spot for Bane a lot. Gary Trent Jr., we're going to take an under on 25.5. Again, minutes are down, usage down as well, slower-paced game. But then OJ Anunoby, again, really should be out there for a ton. We're going to take him over on the rebounds. Not going to worry about the points. 6.5 rebounds over there against a poor rebounding team in the Thunder. So those are going to be our 4 kind of selections, things you can think about, props you could build around. Again, lots of different ways to play over on No House Advantage. You can use promo code Stochastic. If you're new to the site there, gives you a $50 match deposit bonus. Free projections for No House Advantage, guys, on Stochastic.com. Check those out after you're done watching this video. So don't forget about that. Most importantly, have yourselves a great Friday of NBA action. My name is Geoff Ulrich. I'll talk to you again soon.